It is the most wonderful time of the year. It is a holiday season. Yes. Yes, this is
the holidays.
Me too.
I love it. I'm trying to tell you, I get to listen to my favorite music because y'all can't tell me nothing. Little Drummer Boy is one of the most underrated
That's my song right
Temptations
there.
track.
Oh, yeah.
And
That's my song.
Hey, and once they do that breakdown, I'm trying to tell you, man,
Throw some house music to that. I'm in there.
the
Yeah.
joy that it brings my soul. Look, we have been under Thanos' rule for the last couple of years.
Oh, wow.
He did that snap about a year and a half ago to really mess things up.
Yeah.
This coronavirus, everything we've weathered for the last 2 years now. How are you guys spending your holidays? How do you feel about what's going on in this whole year of 2021? And what are y'all doing different in 2022? David, I'm going to start with you.
You know what? I'm spending the holidays with family, friends. Just to me, it's simple. Just food, family, fun, movies, and listen to
Yes.
Mariah Carey CD. We do it every year,
Wow.
right? Yeah, love her Christmas CD.
Okay.
And you know, you're right. The year has been it's been a challenging since March of 2020. It's been challenging. It seems like we're slowly starting to come out. Now we have the Omicron, coronavirus. So much going on. But in terms of 2022, what my vision is just to be. And that's one of the things I'm going to be talking about. Even not to give a shameless plug here, but even in my ministry, is that I believe that no matter what the times are.
Give it a plug. Give it a
Yeah.
plug.
Give it a
Okay.
plug.
All
We need to
right.
know what's
D.
going
Bonham
on.
Ministries. Yeah. So check me out. But I just want to encourage people because in every dispensation, God has called us not to react to the times per se, but to be. That we are to, set goals, not set goals that are aloof,
that.
because you hear the resolutions coming out from, it's a wish list basically.
Yes.
But there's something, Crystal, that you're supposed to be. There's something, Thomas, that God has called you to be, to act, because once you do that, it's going to have an impact for you, your family, and the community that you live in.
Yes.
So I want people to be empowered, and that's my goal next year, is just to be that powerful person God's created me to be, to pour myself out. I'm not holding back on anything to, there's a book that I'm going to write. I've already
Alright.
started doing
Yes.
it
Cool.
and dealing with,
Yes.
the loss. I lost my wife due to cancer. That's going to come out just as an inspirational book to let people know, hey, tomorrow comes, that you can make it through the process, that God is going to be with you. And if you're still here living and breathing, I want to encourage people, find the will of God concerning your life and do what he's called you to do. Be that thing. Be that father, be that mother, be that entrepreneur. But whatever it is, don't say I'm going to do it tomorrow. No, now. Be it.
now.
Yeah. Everything God, and I'll say this just to conclude this, Thomas, everything that God called into creation, right? When God said, let there be, there was.
Yeah.
So let it manifest.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Yeah.
I see you got your wallet out, Thomas.
Hallelujah.
You about to give an
No,
offering.
no, man. I mean, honestly,
Let me
honestly,
use
right
some
there,
cash
matter
app.
of fact,
Use some
yes.
cash app.
Yes,
Venmo.
yes.
D. Bonham is going to slide some money,
right on over to him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I felt so inspired.
I know.
And
You
see
know
how
what I'm saying?
rebounded to your account?
I didn't want to just, I'm going to give. No, I want to be the
be.
giver that I am right
Be,
now.
Thomas.
You know what I'm saying? I'm
Be.
going to be. I like that, David. I love that.
That was
Crystal.
good. That was good.
Crystal, you know
man,
I'm
Crystal,
coming
you got to
right at
follow that.
Now, yeah, you
No,
got,
That's tough to follow up. But me, for the holidays, like I said, I love the holidays. And I spend the holidays with family. And actually today, my family has the Christmas gala, so I'm going to that later.
Okay.
So, yeah, I just like to spend
Oh, I like
time.
that word gala. Hold on.
you know?
I'm thinking I'm missing the invitation here. A gala. Hold on. Go ahead. Tell us about it, Chris.
It's just something that my family put together because every year we try to come together during the Christmas time and the holiday season. So we already did the ugly sweater party. We did the whole pajama party. So we was just trying to think of something different. So as a family, we just going to get dressed up and, real nice and fancy and have our little Christmas party. Still do, of course, the fun family stuff and you know how the gingerbread house contest and all that good stuff. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do.
You know what? They just like the TV families.
And what's
They got
the,
all the events.
and what's the address of this gala, Crystal?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's actually in the PG County area in Clinton.
Okay.
So I know
Okay.
y'all in
Okay,
that
I
area.
won't. I am not far from the
I
Clinton area. So
Clinton.
yes. Let me know.
So, yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing. And as far as how I feel about the whole coronavirus since March of 2020. I can honestly say that it hasn't been too bad for me. I mean, I pray for people that has lost family and everything due to the coronavirus. But for me personally, I can honestly say it has not been that bad. God has definitely showed up in my life since then. And
Praise God.
I can say I have no complaints. I know some people have dealt with a whole lot as far as like financially and mentally, like stressing over things, and divorce might have happened during this whole corona time frame. But the position that I am in now, I can honestly say God has been on my side. Like I said, I have no complaints. Yeah. And just what David said, I am going to be in 2022.
That's right.
So the way I'm going to
You gotta make a T-shirt about that, David.
different.
Yes. Make a T-shirt about that.
I'm not going to say that I'm going to move any different. I'm just going to continue to trust God and allow Him to show me the way. And I'm going to ask Him to guide my footsteps and be ready when, that time comes. I'm just going to be.
All right.
So yeah, 2022, I feel like is going to be a great year for me, per se.
All right. Amen to that.
Yes.
She be talking like a wife right
Come on
now. Crystal, let the single gentleman know where they can find you on Instagram.
In which DMs they shall slide.
Yes. Crystal Chanel across all platforms, Facebook,
All right.
Instagram. I don't have Twitter, so.
Yeah, I like what you said. That was a good follow up there. Heath.
Well, it's hard to follow Crystal and David.
Hey.
So this year has been a good year. It's been unfolding. I look at my birthday is in August, and every August I have that new year. That's my New Year's to me. And so I assess what it is I have done in the previous year and what it is I am going to do this year. And so I look at the dawning of a new calendar year as a period of rest before I hit the ground running real hard in the next year. Because by the way that my sort of schedule goes is I grind real hard from like March to September, October. And then in November, I kind of wind down, and in December, I rest. And then I, plan and organize January, February, and then start going. So this year, my grind has been serious. Working here at Elevation, we've put together some amazing things. This podcast being one of them, as we all know, and all the work that went into that. That's a source of honor and pride for me that I was able to do this. And working at Elevation, I was promoted to COO, so I'm on operations. So that's another thing that's going on. And then I got some help, and then working with Crystal and everything. So all that stuff, a lot of my time and energy has been poured into this, as well as my client level picked up this year. And I've reckoned that the numbers of clients that I have has decreased, which is good because that allows me to rest. But the significance in which I'm impacting their lives has increased.
Good.
I have fewer clients over a longer period of time, so I can help with them with their marriage and relationships and stuff as they go forth. So that to me is good, and I expect that to continue in the new year. But what I'm excited about is what's going to happen here at Elevation.
Yes.
We have a lot of things that are in the works. Can't talk about it right now, but a lot of things that are in the works that are going to expand our scope and expand our reach. We got things that are going on in television. This podcast ecosystem is starting to grow. And so I kind of don't know what God is going to do with that. Like, I did not know I was going to be in this station as I am now in 2020. This was not my plan, but God was like, "Nope, we moving you this way."
Yeah.
And so I have this movie idea. I want to see if I could start putting out there. So this is it's. I always look at the beginning of a calendar year as okay, God, what you about to do?
Right.
Yeah, that's good.
Because
Exactly.
Yes.
What's next?
what you about to do?
What's next?
I know you
To
about
my
to do
next
something.
level.
Absolutely.
But what you about to do, and it's just a matter of me being in a position to receive and not be hesitant and with trepidation about how it's going to work.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where I guess my maturity in Christ has grown. That I don't think about, okay, what's the plan anymore. I think about, okay, what do you want me to do, and I'm just going to move forward. And He has to provide the provision for the vision.
Yeah, that's good. That's rich. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Heath, whatever it is that you're gonna do, you're gonna be that
Yes, yes, sir.
in 2022.
And Mr.
Yeah.
Norris, let me throw this back at you. Like, how was your 2021, and what you looking for in 2022?
Okay, 2021. It was a mixed bag, kind of like 2020 was a very. I am happy to say that 2021 was not 2020. In 2020, my family took a personal loss of 17 relatives due to the coronavirus.
Wow. Yeah.
I had the coronavirus. Me and my wife both contracted the coronavirus in 2020. It was a lot going on. 2021 has truly been an absolute blessing through the rising and falling of so many things. There were different ideas that were floating around. This podcast came in 2021 and introduced me to lifetime business partners. So I'm sitting here and I'm looking at people that I have made plans to be in business with for a very long time. This is a newness. We came into me and my wife were elevated in ministry. I was made a minister and she was made pastor this year.
Okay,
And
can we get a hand clap for that?
Yeah.
Praise God for that.
and I'm going to be I will be releasing more of my sermons online. I've always fought with, okay, do I want to get into comedy? Do I want to do this? And God is showing me there's a way that I can do all of it.
Right.
And I can do it all through ministry.
You can be. Come on.
And I will be everything.
Right.
I will be more
Yeah.
than what I thought I would be. I've seen the impact of the messages that God has allowed me to experience and be first partaker. And going back to the woman who had the issues of the blood and looking at all that she did just to get close to God.
Yeah.
She had been bleeding for 12 years. You bleed more than 2 weeks and there's a problem. But she was bleeding for 12 years, David.
Yeah.
And at the end of this, they didn't say that this woman knew who God was and she had heard of Jesus. She heard of Jesus, and the one moment when it counted, she believed that if she just touched him, if she just got close enough just to touch his clothes, that she would be healed. It didn't talk about her faith before. It talked about her faith in action this one moment. We don't even know this woman's name. So 2022 is my faith in action year.
All right.
So
Come on, Tom.
it's time to believe it and go get it.
Yeah.
Don't believe and wait, but believe and go. Believe and move. Do not believe and stay put in 2022 or the situation will pass you.
Talk,
Yeah.
sir.
That's
Because
good.
this woman was weak.
Yeah.
She was on her last leg.
Last
Remember,
leg.
all money was spent. Every way she thought she was going to go, it didn't work.
No answer.
But all she knew is
Yeah.
this one time,
Yeah.
if I believe and stretch.
Stretch.
Hey!
There you go. Come on, Tom.
Believe and stretch
Yeah.
that little bit of belief I got
Yeah.
and stretch it as
Yeah.
far as it needs to go.
Yeah.
I'm going to get what I need to get.
Yes, sir.
And she
Absolutely.
got it.
Yeah.
She got it.
And she got it.
Praise
so this year, 2022,
Uh-huh.
be scared 2022.
There you go.
Because it's going to be a lot
You
of stuff
coming.
that's going to go on.
Yeah.
If you liked us in 2022, you're going to love us.
Yeah.
I mean, if you liked us in 2021, you're going to love us in 2022.
That's
We have
right.
a voice that you have not heard. We have opinions you've not heard before.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we here at Elevation Global Media Group, under the great leadership of
Yeah.
Cassandra Ferguson, are going to do wonderful things.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
if you're here on the ground floor,
Yeah.
count yourself blessed
There
now.
you go.
Everyone who hears this,
Yeah.
count yourself blessed.
Yes, sir.
Because where we're going 2022,
Come on now.
I don't know if we're going to
Good
be
job.
slow enough for you to catch up. You might need to stretch.
You might
and grab that ball and
Grab
get
a
on
hold.
board.
Yes.
Oh, man. Y'all, I have said all of that to say I cannot wait
Yeah.
to spend the holidays with my family. My mom's coming up this year, and it's going to be cool.
Awesome.
We got a lot of family that decided to do something different.
Yeah.
They want to travel and go all these other different places, but due to some things that were going on, we decided we were going to stay put. So we're going to be hosting my mom and my in-laws together at our
from
home.
where?
My mom's just coming from Virginia, so it's not
okay.
that far.
Okay.
She's about 2.5 hours from here. I would tell you exactly where it is, but there's no reason for you to be lost and not know what I'm talking about. A little small town by the name of Wacomico Church, Virginia.
Oh, okay.
You know it's small when it's named after a building in the city.
In the city,
that
yeah.
other people don't know about either.
She's not down the neck no more. Is that down
No,
in the
but
neck?
that's still down in the neck. It's in the
Okay.
neck. That it's the area is called the Northern Neck of Virginia. So
Okay.
yeah, always
The neck.
and the street that she lives on, that community, because it was popping back in the day.
Yeah.
I mean it was popping. The name of the city is Bogey Neck.
Okay.
But you know we brothers and sisters, so it was Boogie Neck.
Boogie Neck,
because it
yeah.
was they partied down there. You got your groove on. You had a fun time down there in the neck,
man.
and so people that are from there call it the neck. And I don't know why I always point to my
the neck.
neck
Yeah, I don't know why
when I
you do
talk
that.
about it. And they have an annual day that I've been trying to get my close friends
Yeah.
who live in the area that I've told them all about this. As you see, Heath knows all about the neck that get you down there one August where they do Boogie Neck Day.
Yeah.
And
Boogie Neck Day.
yeah, man, I'm telling you, we might need to do a field trip down there. Get the cameras. It ain't that far. It's about 2.5 hours. You know, y'all come
That's a
out.
long way, but okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, but
Oh yeah.
Good food,
but
fun.
it's gonna be fun with family this year as usual. I count it a blessing to still come in here and not have lost as many family members as we did the year before. And God is doing it. And what we want to send, and I'm saying all that to say right now that we wish each and every listener a lovely, a safe, a prosperous, a fun
Yeah.
holiday season.
Yes, we do.
Enjoy your time with your friends, your family, your other loved ones. Make the most of it and get ready to be in 2022.
Yes.
And don't stay put. Put your faith in motion.
In motion.
We said all that to say thank you guys for tuning in. If you want to reach any of us, please, I'm going to point to you. Shout out your social medias. Crystal.
You can reach me on Instagram and Facebook at Crystal Shanair. That's SHANNAIR.
All right. And Pastor Bonner, Pastor B at D Bonner Ministries on
Yes.
IG and Facebook.
You can reach me at Heath Wiggins on Facebook and His Leadership, Her Trust. The name of my book, His Leadership, Her Trust, on Instagram.
And are you still available on Amazon? The
I am
book?
available on Amazon, yes.
Yes. And that book's name again is His Leadership,
Her Trust.
Her Trust.
All right, Heath.
And you can reach me, Thomas, at Mr. Does It Really Matter on IG. Y'all have a great year. We said all that to say we'll see you next year.
Yeah.
All right.
We out.
All
right.
And we are gone.
Peace.